Welcome to PH Insight. Know the force behind the flag. Whether it's warships, fighter jets, or the next big defense move, if it matters to Philippine security, it's here. Momentum is quietly building behind the scenes as the Philippine Navy and Japan deepen discussions over a potential transfer of Abikuma-class destroyer escorts and additional maritime surveillance aircraft, a move widely seen as part of Tokyo's broader push to reinforce Manila's defenses amid growing tensions with China in the South China Sea. But beyond the eye-catching headlines about new hulls and aircraft, an equally critical question simmers beneath the surface: where exactly will the Philippines berth these larger ships, and how ready is the country to keep them operational with the right spare parts and technical support? According to senior naval officials, joint visual inspections of the 6 Abikuma-class ships are scheduled in the coming weeks. Flag Officer in Command Vice Admiral Jose Ma. Espeleta has indicated that the Philippine Navy might take in more or less 5 ships, depending on their actual condition after inspections. Still, Japanese naval maintenance standards are famously meticulous, raising hopes that all 6 vessels could prove serviceable. The Abikuma-class destroyer escorts, commissioned between 1989 and 1993, remain capable assets with strong anti-submarine warfare features, helicopter decks, and advanced sensors for their era. Their addition would mark the single largest infusion of second-hand combatants into the Philippine fleet in decades. Yet adding new ships is only half the story. Behind closed doors, planners are grappling with whether existing naval bases, especially the rapidly modernizing Naval Operating Base Subic, have the berthing space, dry dock capacity, and spare part storage to support an expanded fleet. While Subic's deepwater port can accommodate larger vessels, the sudden arrival of multiple 2,000-ton warships could strain both dock availability and shore-based maintenance facilities. Insiders hint that the Japanese side has quietly proposed a partial spare parts package as part of the transfer deal. It's not just about the hulls, a senior defense source told this reporter. Sustaining them will hinge on whether Japan can provide an initial stock of spares, specialized tools, and even training for our crews and dockyard personnel. This spare parts question looms large because the Abikuma class uses systems and components unique to Japanese naval architecture, not widely available on the commercial market. Without a robust support arrangement, the ships could risk sitting idle after only a few years of service, undermining the very strategic goal of bolstering maritime deterrence. Earlier this year, the Philippine Navy accelerated infrastructure upgrades at Subic, with new berthing areas, fuel storage tanks, and a planned dedicated dry dock for medium-sized combatants. But timelines are tight. The Japanese ships could be ready for transfer as early as 2026, while the dry dock completion may extend to late 2027. To bridge this gap, defense officials are reportedly eyeing short-term solutions, rotational use of existing docks, or even leasing space at nearby private shipyards for periodic maintenance. These practical but costly measures underline how the real challenge may not be acquiring ships, but keeping them operational. The naval modernization push isn't limited to surface combatants. Vice Admiral Espeleta also confirmed growing interest in acquiring more Beechcraft TC-90 King Air maritime surveillance aircraft. These twin-turboprops have proven invaluable for patrol missions, covering vast swaths of sea where Philippine warships cannot always be present. If approved, these additional TC-90s would be based primarily at Sangley Point and Antonio Bautista Air Base in Palawan, both within rapid flight distance of sensitive maritime features. While smaller than purpose-built maritime patrol aircraft, the King Air's lower operating cost and proven reliability make them an appealing choice for daily patrols. Why it matters: regional stakes. All this unfolds against the backdrop of rising assertiveness by Beijing in the South China Sea, where Chinese vessels have recently intensified patrols and constructed new military facilities on artificial islands. For Tokyo, assisting Manila is both a matter of shared strategic interest and of demonstrating Japan's evolving security policy under recent reinterpretations of its pacifist constitution. For Manila, the partnership is a cost-effective way to expand naval coverage while waiting for brand new assets, such as corvettes under the Philippine Navy's Horizon 3 modernization plan, to arrive. What comes next? Defense insiders expect the joint inspection teams to complete their assessment within months. If most ships are found in good to very good condition, Manila could move to formally request all 6, opening follow-up negotiations on spare parts, crew training, and technical support. The final sticking points are likely to revolve around securing a multi-year spare parts pipeline to avoid maintenance gaps, finalizing berthing and dry dock capacity at Subic and other bases, and arranging for Japanese technical advisors to assist during the first years of Philippine operation. In short, what looks like a straightforward ship donation hides a complex web of logistics, infrastructure, and strategy.